The United States has been engaged in an economic and military war with Russia and China for some time now. These conflicts are not direct wars, but rather they are being fought through economic sanctions, military buildups, and proxy wars. The U.S. has imposed a number of economic sanctions on Russia and China in recent years. These sanctions have been designed to cripple the economies of these countries and to pressure them to change their behavior. The sanctions have had some success, but they have also had unintended consequences. For example, the sanctions on Russia have led to higher energy prices for Americans and Europeans. The U.S. has also been building up its military presence in the Asia-Pacific region. This is in response to China's growing military power. The U.S. has increased the number of troops it has stationed in Japan and South Korea, and it has also conducted more military exercises in the region. The U.S. has also been involved in a number of proxy wars with Russia and China. These wars are being fought through support for rebel groups and other proxies. For example, the U.S. has been providing support to Syrian rebels who are fighting against the Russian-backed government. The U.S. is engaged in these economic and military wars with Russia and China because it sees these countries as threats to its interests. The U.S. believes that Russia and China are trying to undermine its global power and influence. The U.S. is also concerned about the human rights records of these countries. The economic and military wars between the U.S., Russia, and China are likely to continue for some time. These wars are complex and they have the potential to escalate into a direct conflict. However, it is also possible that these wars will eventually be resolved through diplomacy. It is possible that the U.S. will try to pull in allied countries to weaken Russia and China. The U.S. has a number of allies around the world, and these allies could be used to put pressure on Russia and China. For example, the U.S. could ask its allies to impose economic sanctions on Russia and China, or it could ask them to increase their military spending. The U.S. could also try to build a new alliance system to counter Russia and China. This alliance system could include countries from Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. The goal of this alliance system would be to deter Russia and China from aggression and to promote democracy and human rights around the world. It is important to note that the U.S. is not the only country that is concerned about the rise of Russia and China. Many other countries around the world are also concerned about these countries, and they are likely to be willing to work with the U.S. to counter them. The new Cold War is a complex and challenging situation. It is important for the U.S. to work with its allies to find a way to manage this situation and to prevent it from escalating into a direct conflict. Thank you for watching.